right, performers and achievers, welcome to Performers and Achievers Daily with me, Raj Gavurla. In today's episode, we'll talk about, are you committed? Are you aware, or do you have the awareness and know the reason being committed is so important to your accomplishments, your achievements as a performer, as an achiever, in anything you really do? It's the commitment that is what keeps someone progressing, that gives them the little extra juice, the extra inspiration, the extra positive motivation, the extra passion to really be able to experience the benefits of pursuing whatever dream work makes the teamwork they have, or their clear goal, or their clear task. It's your commitment. And so you may think, well, and I've had people say this to me, I was committed to something. However, I didn't achieve it. I didn't accomplish it. And I empathize. I really do. I think all of us can relate to that, and it's relevant to anyone. However, what I am aware of and know is that because of your were committed to something, you benefited from it, from whatever that may be. And whatever you're committed to now, that experience, that process, the skills you gained, the knowledge you received, the experience you received, all of those things, the people you met, all of those things are there now to benefit you in whatever it is that you're currently committed to. And so for a lot of people, the reason that they get further ahead is because they're committed. They realize there will be times when it's challenging or too challenging. There'll be times when it seems difficult. There'll be times when you need the right help. You need the right support. There'll be times when you need additional knowledge. There'll be times when you need to tweak or adjust your process. There's just so many different items you may need. However, because you're committed, you go and gain those benefits. You discover what it is that's needed. And as you do, you continue to progress and you achieve and you accomplish your goals. I also know many of you can tell me and talk to me about things or initiatives you were committed to that did come to fruition, that you did achieve and you did accomplish. And some of you, you got much further than you were anticipating or expecting. right? So that's very important. So I know a lot of times people are maybe going into another field or they're transitioning into maybe another department, another area, maybe another position, could be another role on a team, whether it's business or sports. And what you'll see and experience, and what's important for you to be aware of, to have that awareness and know that when you look back, you can connect the dots or you can find the adaptability link to where all of those things that you had done previously have put you in the best place so that you can progress, achieve, unlock a winning performance, and accomplish whatever your initiative is that you're doing now, whatever your ambition is, whatever your dream work is, whatever your clear goal is or your clear task. Does that make sense? So what's important is for you to have that awareness because without that awareness and knowing so, that's how you benefit. And if you're just using your senses, all right, the senses that we have, then it's going to be more challenging. It'll be harder than first having the awareness of knowing the importance of you being committed. And there are initiatives, endeavors that people are committed to. And a lot of times, what stops them is that they don't know when or exactly how it will happen. However, by being committed, then the likelihood of it coming to fruition, it actually coming to them, their future present reality coming to fruition. However, depending upon what exactly that initiative is, we don't know exactly when, and we don't know exactly how, right? So it's not as repeatable as driving a car from point A, your home, to the grocery store. That you can pretty much know when you're doing it, when it will happen, and how it will happen. Not exactly. I mean, there may be a roadblock, so you need to take a detour, right? Now, if I extended that to, let's say, a trip cross country from, let's say, the East Coast to the West Coast, then there could be a lot of other factors, right? So that's where the awareness and knowing that are you committed and what are the benefits? See, a lot of people I know will pursue, and I coach, of course, besides in business, there's a different kind of business also, and that's sports. And they'll pursue sports and they'll play their sport and they're committed. However, their awareness and knowing what they're committed to is much more than about making it to the professional levels, the big leagues, or maybe a college scholarship, or just maybe their high school team. It's about a lot more than that. There are a lot of tremendous benefits, what I call the invisible benefits, the invisible benefits of the information, invisible information that you've now garnered or gathered, the invisible instructions you now have, the invisible messages you now have, the invisible experiences you now have, the invisible light, right? You now have. So you're saying, hey, what's this guy talking about invisible? Well, you see a piece of matter like this here is a piece of matter, right? Well, in this piece of matter, there's energy everywhere, invisible energy. There's invisible space. Yes, there's invisible electromagnetic fields around it, in it, throughout it. And so those are what you're collecting also, is to know where that is. Where is that invisible space? Is there. And when you're committed, when you're aware of this higher energy, higher pure energy, it's invisible, is it not? It's like electricity. It's invisible. However, you know that if you were to stick your hand and get electrocuted, you would feel it. You would know so. You would definitely be aware and know and feel and see. However, it's precisely that invisible part that really engages a person. It connects with a person to stay committed to their initiative, their endeavor. And as they gain that new awareness, that new knowledge, the new information, a new skill, or they grow a skill, or they're able to do it more effectively or efficiently, as you do that, then it's very beneficial to you. It's rewarding. It's like, hey, I used to only be able to do this. I mean, I could do it, but I wasn't as effective as efficient now, right? And so that's very ingratiating. That's very endorphin rising. It makes you stay at it, stay committed. And it's important that you have those, what I call breakthroughs, or those benefits that you experience, whether it's epiphanies in learning, energy in learning, whatever it may be. It may be that you see someone else and you can maybe talk to them and talk about how, when you were there, what worked for you, and it might be of value to them, useful to them, right? We're always learning from other people's experiences. That doesn't mean we're going to replicate it exactly. However, it's always good because by doing so and hearing that and seeing that, then you can take it and put your own background, your own knowledge, your own perspective to it, and then be able to implement it to benefit you, to benefit what your initiatives, your endeavors are. So it's very important that you're aware and know the importance of, are you committed? Because when you're committed, then you'll realize and you'll be aware also when you need to lean in, when you need to peacefully let the process, right? Process, your process over your outcome occur. Because sometimes people are trying to anticipate or expect when it will happen. It's going to happen by this year, by 2 years, 3 years, and it might not. It might happen sooner. It might happen later. However, are you committed? So my bonus for you today is for you to list times when you showed that you are committed. Just pick 3 times. Maybe it was a class you took, or maybe you were working on a project and it seemed a little difficult and Just felt like, hey, this is just too hard. Well, what'd you do? Did you ask the right people for help, the right people for support? Or did you go do your research, learn something new, a new skill, a new knowledge? Then you came back and you implemented it, and all of a sudden, it's like having an epiphany. You're able to see the benefits, right? And you stayed committed. So that's what I have for you today. If you like my episode, like it, comment, and rate it. To help and support you with my private, personal, professional, confidential programs and services, visit my website, rajgavurla.com, fill out the brief form, and we will contact you as soon as we can. Enjoy your day.